Hey guys, MeerHut here, coming to you today from my tutorial world. And today I'm going to bring you an update to the Wither Killer. So I'm going to show you how this works, but it's very important that first I show you that this here barrel is empty. There's nothing in the barrel. Okay? Now, the first thing you're going to have to do is find your world spawn. That's what this is. The world spawn is that center block right there. Okay? Now I set up this little collection system, and all that is a 3x3 with a piece of water in the corner. And I built it up too high, and I threw a little, a little minecart with hopper underneath it, okay? So, set your spawn somewhere near that, and let's get right onto it. I'll show you exactly how this works and go over it in a little more detail. So the other versions of this, you had to come over here, and I did a tutorial on this, and very shortly after somebody else did a tutorial on this, where you had to knock out the portal, and that's always kind of been the case, where you had to either knock it out of the dispenser, and then that broke, and then I figured out the fix to that would be actually to blow up a wither beside it to knock out the portal, so that then you can continue doing it on the same way, and that still works, but there's now an easier way. There's an easier way to do that, to where you don't have to fight a wither the first time at all. As you can tell, I've done some extensive testing. Everything is blown up. It's crazy. Alright, I built a little shield blind, okay? Now all this is just some bedrock with barrier blocks right there in the middle. See if I can pick block that. Yeah, see, little barrier blocks right in the middle. And that way I can kind of come around here and keep an eye on what's going on. Now for you guys, once you guys set this system off, I would suggest, in a survival world, creating a little bunker underneath the portal. That way, nothing can get to you. Okay, so getting right down into it, you're going to go ahead, and the same as always, we're going to find the west side. So we are facing west right there. Okay, so we're going to pick up our blocks, we're going to turn right the way around, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 1 block gap. Okay, the same level as the portal, 1 block gap, and then you're going to put the one in the back. Now that is where your soul sand is going to go. But before you do that, these 2 blocks right here are very, very important. Right here. Now, if you do not have those blocks, your wither will spawn in the overworld. Okay? You can't have 1 block, you can't have no blocks. You can have 2. You can actually put a 3rd one down, but why? Okay, but I did test it, and with 2 or 3, it does work. Right here, dead center, facing west. So now we're going to go ahead and throw down soul sand. I do have mob griefing turned on. I turned that back on to do my extensive testing. And I'm going to go ahead and slip into survival before this wither is completely summoned right here. There's that one. There's that one. Because I want to prove to you that it does work in survival. Okay? So let's go ahead. Wrong button. We're going to / game mode S. And now we are in survival. And we're going to go right here. Throw down our last skull. There he is. We're going to run really quickly behind our little blind here. Even back here, we're going to feel the first, second, and third explosions, but it's just going to knock us back just a little bit. Okay. And now I will go ahead and stand here and time lapse until the end of this wither, because that does take a couple of minutes. So be right back. Okay guys, we're back, and as you saw, that did in fact kill the wither, and it did tear up everything around here. I'm going to stay in survival just to show you, what happens when you come back into the overworld, but yeah, you can tell it does tear up the world, okay? So you will have some reconstructing to do if you're planning on using this for more dragon fights, or else you'd be falling in holes and stuff, okay? I'm going to go ahead and put these 2 blocks right back where they belong. 1 here and 1 there. Let me jump back into the overworld. Now, as soon as you jump back into the overworld, a minor explosion happens at world spawn, right? Where he would have dropped his wither skeletons, which is why I had to make this out of obsidian. My first version, I just had hoppers going into the barrel, and yeah, I came back in and it exploded and there was water everywhere. So check the barrel. Here we go. There is our nether star. Okay, I'm gonna pull that out. Look at that. It's our nether star. And we didn't get hurt at all, okay? Now you come up here, and if you're really savvy, maybe you've, you know, trapped a charged creeper somewhere, and you can actually get skulls off these guys for sure. But either way, they can't hit you from here. So you just keep swinging until they, you know, come on through. Boom, boom, boom. And then all their stuff gets picked up by that little minecart hopper. Okay? Pretty awesome, and I absolutely love it. Just don't forget, create a little enclosure around your world spawn. Let me get back into creative so I can kind of fly a little bit. And this little structure here, again, that center block is world spawn. And I went ahead and went up, or put a 3x3 platform of obsidian underneath it. And I went ahead and did a 2-high wall around it. Made a little blinder here. That way I could just walk up and hit those guys. Let's go right back in one more time. I'm going to go over one more time just to make sure you guys, you know, get this right. Because if you misplace a block here, you're going to have a wither in the overworld, and we don't want that. I have tested this dozens of times to make sure that it works, and it works every single time in survival. If you do it correctly, you will never have that wither in the overworld, but if you do it incorrectly, you will. So one more time, you find the west side. You find the west side right here, okay? You put 2 blocks, 1 and 2, right there on the center column. You leave your little gap, and you put the outline of where your soul sand is going to go right in line with that bedrock, okay? And then on top of that, you're just going to summon your wither right there, okay? And I promise you, it works every single time. This is MineCraft BedRock version 1.14.2. So this is the most current version. You can see the remnants of my old tutorial right over there. But this is the new. Create your little blind underneath so you don't get hit by those skulls, and everything will be absolutely perfect for you. So guys, if you like this video, do please hit like, and as always, do not forget to subscribe. We're on the road to 1,000. Every single subscriber counts and helps. Thanks so much, guys. See you next time.